So folks, here's a prime example, a nice home here. Nice home. The bridge is gone. I got a dump trailer sitting right there. May have a car or two in the garage. And no way to get to the home. There is power run over there, but no way to get over there to it. And this is everywhere up and down through these areas, folks. Situations just like this. If they're home standing, they can't get to it. So folks, here's where the river has split once again. This major debris field in the middle. And the other part of the river is right over there. And as we move down this way, you can see where they start to come back in. Barely see that other creek over there. Where you see that concrete support, there was a house over there. And that house had a driveway that went across the river. And you can see the concrete driveway and sidewalk that went to the house right over there. And I think the part of the house may be right down here, wedged in, but you can see the block over there. See the driveway there where it went up, sidewalk went in that direction. And you got all this debris, part of the highway, and I think part of the house may be right here, folks. Lodged up in the trees, floated up on the side of the bank. Just a lot of stuff here, folks. A lot of stuff people don't understand how bad it is. Here you see, folks, where somebody's cabin's washed down. That's where it landed, up against the trees, right here in Batcave. We're going to continue moving down. Bad situation. So folks, we're out in the middle of the water area here at Batcave. And as you can see, there's lines and stuff running, pulled down the river here. Look at the debris. All out through here. You can see how wide the river got, folks. Massively wide. And then it piled all this debris up. And there's all kinds of stuff in it. Sheet metal, tin roofs, metal roofs, nails, boards, fiberglass post. There's some tin. Just all sorts of stuff. And then you've got all this sand. And there's nails in the sand and all kinds of stuff. And trees everywhere piled up out in here. Just all kinds of stuff. So this is what's left up here after the massive flood that took place from the hurricane. And a lot of houses washed down through here. Probably people as well. But anything that was in its path, it took out. And you can see where the mudslides took place on some of these shorter runs on the hills and all that type stuff. It's a wonder it didn't take more than it did. So folks, here we are. Here's what the results are from this tragic flood up here. As you can see, this house is sitting in the edge of the river. They lost pretty much everything they've got. They might have had a few keepsakes, not much, but wanted to show you that. And that way everybody got an idea of what happened here. Here's one of those cables that they had across the river to help get supplies across. Thought you may want to see that. We're going to move on to the next location. So folks, we're on our next clip here. I wanted to show you a little something. We talked about all these fires and things that happened in western North Carolina. Of course, the river made a turn here, ate the road out, but I wanted to show you something. Take a look in these trees right here. See those communication lines there, folks? They're running right down through here. This is what's happening. These things are temporized to get communications on down through there. And what I'm going to try to do is I'll zoom in down here. Let me get my stuff down and see if I can zoom this in. See that line right there, folks? Center of your screen. Comes back up behind these trees. And then they're anchored into these trees here. Tied up with rope, tape, whatever they can wrap around it to hold it in place, and bringing it up through here. And what happens is when these trees fall, these things are secured by the tree limbs. It jerks on the pole. The poles are sometimes spanning 400 feet. So when that happens, it pulls the pole over, the pole falls, and then that's what creates the fires. You can also see in this river, folks, guardrails all down in the river here. And these folks here in this nice log cabin, they can't get to their house. The road's gone, the bridge is gone. Right now there's no footbridge left. There was a footbridge across here. It's gone. And so they can't get to their house without going across the rocks or jumping in the water or something just to get in there. So folks, we'll move on down and look at some other things. So folks, here we are again. We're looking at another spot here where the river just chewed the side of the banks out. Just look up through there, folks. And this home here, you see, has probably been here 90 to 100 years, and probably went underwater. It got awful deep to chew this bank and stuff out, but just all kinds of problems here with eating out the banks, the roadways, telephone poles. That house right up there, the one you see with the blue barrel, it got water in it. So it tells me that house on the left here bound to have got water in it, but the windows are still on the back side, so it didn't blow them out. But it does have a basement, and so I don't know how that house up there got water in it and this one still got windows in it, but there you go. There's a lot of debris. It looked like in here, based on what we see with plastic bags and stuff, this water would have been about 15 to 20 feet high. But those houses up on the hill, you see right here, got flooded. I don't know if it was water blowing in from the rains, if they had some kind of a small mudslide. I don't know if the water came up underground into the crawl spaces, because the water table rose drastically with 34 inches of rain. So I don't know what the circumstances was there, but I do know they were flooded out in both of those homes. This one had to have been, unless it was surface water up on those other hillsides. I don't know. But it's a 100 foot drop here, folks. We're going to move on to the next location.